my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Kaylee and this is Foodie Friday. This week we're going to be making a Saturday morning staple pancakes. And if you're like me, you like rich, fluffy, and delicious pancakes, and that's exactly what this recipe delivers. Not only are these pancakes ultra fluffy, but they are also gluten-free and packed with protein. So without further ado, let's get to baking.
So for this recipe, we're going to be using 2 cups of dried oats, 1 scoop of your protein powder of choice, chocolate or vanilla, 1 scoop of collagen powder, which is optional, and I'll have my favorite linked below, 2 ripe bananas, and then we're going to be using 2 whole eggs, and our final ingredient is 1 teaspoon of baking soda. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to mash our bananas up. I mash my bananas up with a potato masher, but you're welcome to use a fork, but just mash these like you would for banana bread, get them as smooth as possible. Next, we're going to add in both of our eggs, and once you get your eggs into the bowl, we're going to take a whisk and whisk these 2 ingredients together. As always, I'll have all of the ingredients list as well as my favorite products that I use listed in the description box below, so be sure to check that out. Next thing we need to do is make our flour for this pancake recipe. So we're going to take those oats, and they're whole right now, but we need to make them into oat flour. So add your 2 cups of dried old-fashioned oats into a blender along with your protein powder, collagen, and baking soda. We'll take these, we'll blend them up until a floury consistency occurs. Once our flour has been made, we're going to add our dry ingredients into our wet. So pour all of that flour that you just made into your bananas and eggs mixture and whisk this together. It is going to be a very kind of thick and sticky batter at first, but just continue to whisk until everything is well combined, and we'll thin this out with just a little bit of water. The directions below say 1/4 to 1/2 cup. I would suggest adding just a little water at a time, so that way you can make sure you don't get a super runny pancake batter. Now that our batter has formed, it's time to make our pancakes. So heat your griddle over medium-high heat, or if you have a dial on your griddle like I do, you can set it to 300 to 325 degrees. If you go a little hotter than that, just know that you'll have to cook your pancakes for less time. And we're going to take a 1/3 measuring cup and scoop out our batter. This should yield about 8 pancakes, which makes 2 servings. 4 pancakes are in a serving, so you get a lot of pancakes in this recipe. So scoop out your batter and allow these pancakes to cook on your griddle for about 1 minute per side.
Alright you guys, so clearly I am in a completely different outfit as well as a completely different home. Brad and I just moved across the country from Texas to North Carolina to our permanent duty station for the next few years. So I had spent time filming all these recipe videos ahead of time so I'd have them ready for you, but unfortunately when I was editing I noticed that the end of this video was way too out of focus and I couldn't stand it, so I'm re-filming it. But that gave me the perfect excuse to remake these pancakes because these are my favorite. So I actually just got home from the gym, so this is going to be my post-workout meal. These are perfect for after workout because they're full of healthy, complex carbohydrates that you need to refuel your glycogen stores and rebuild those muscles, as well as protein for recovery. So if you haven't tried these after a workout, I highly recommend it. It is the perfect snack. If you are a pancake lover like me and you love to have pancakes on Saturday, I'm actually freezing the other half of this recipe to enjoy this Saturday. So either way, these are great for a post-workout meal as well as meal prepping for your week, or if you just want to enjoy them in bed on Saturday morning, I highly recommend checking this recipe out. Like always, please, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you're not already doing so, subscribe to my channel. I would love for you to join the Measure Me Whole team. As always, I look forward to next week when we get together to cook another nutritious and delicious dish. All right, you guys, see you later.